Right, okay. We are back. We are currently at 10 Pines Bluff. Let me just go ahead and lower that just a little bit more. There we go. We were at Sunshine Tidings last time we were doing this. I did get a little bit more done there, nothing too crazy. And then I came over to 10 Pines Bluff. As I realized we've not done anything here. So I'll show you what I've done. And then we can decide what we're doing today. Right. So 10 Pines Bluff. Let's zoom up into the air. Where's the railway? So the railway is down there. You come up to 10 Pines Bluff this way as usual. Once again, the area is expanded. There's usually a little shack that's up on this little ledge here. So some garbage from inside there. Got rid of that shack completely. Scrapped it. It's all gone. It's all in the bin. This is a little resting spot for the traders. That's still there. Then over past where the crops used to be, there's a destroyed house with red roaches in. I scrapped that. And I've replaced it with this destroyed house. Which I'm then in turn going to also repair up a little bit. And this will be the house for these fellas. Don't exactly know what the full intention to this place is going to be. So we'll leave this one here for now. It may just be a very small settlement. Let's pop back on over to Sunshine Tidings and we'll have a look. Went around last time when we flattened it. We got things prepped for both crops and the robot stuff. Change that to that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We got a little sign up and everything. That was great. Aside from getting the building stuff done up last time, I think all I did after the last stream was I got the crops in. Because that was going to take a little bit of time, a little boring, monotonous, so I figured I'd get that done off stream. So I do believe it's one strip of every type of crop here, which was completely unintentional. But I just happened to have made the correct amount. Got a lot of decorational stuff done to these. So that'll be the first big farm project. A lot of decorational stuff to do here. What else we did as well was I got a little start over at Abernathy Farm. I kind of made some drastic changes to Abernathy Farm. And that I came here and I tore down their entire house.
Blake told me what you did for us, for Mary.
I reduced it down to its core basic here. Basic design. Just being the electric power for now. I did, however, move them over here. We have a shack for the parents and a shack for the daughter. And there's a little area for Clarabelle here, because it's the name of the Brahmin. I figured we'd keep Clarabelle. So they've got their own little area there, which then leaves the rest of the area for anything else. So what I was originally going for was going to be a big free-range Brahmin settlement. So we've got this internal bit. And then what I was going to do was go around quite a bit of the perimeter, because we have all this extra space. And then through some mechanics or through some magic, I'll get more Brahmins here. So this one's going to be pretty plain. I did throw down the trading thing here. That's not necessarily going to stay there. How doing? But I was thinking of, whereas the other farms are crop-based, have this one Brahmin-based. So we'll get like a little barn, a little sleeping area for the cattle, maybe a slaughterhouse. So yeah, real rough at the minute. Especially with the fact that the ground isn't even, so we're probably going to have to make some different bits for that. I also don't know the route that the traders take. Yeah, these guys are still here. But yeah, I do want to utilize this space. I did throw up this little thing here. This little raised platform. The cow really doesn't know what to do. So we could get to work on that today. I might zoom around and just check in on a few different places. Because I think for the most part now, I have made a start almost everywhere. Maybe not the lighthouse, which realistically we're probably just going to keep as a lighthouse. Yep, we started Recruit Manor. We haven't touched Finch Farm at all. Let's head over there. This is pretty much right next to the slog. Right next to where the forged are. Now, is this going to be one that I'm going to be able to... Oh, he comes charging at me with a gun.
Hey, you! Oh, sorry.
Are we going to have to do a quest for this?
Forge maniacs, but you don't have the burns. A group of them took over the old iron.
Why is that so quiet?
Works, and they'll shoot you just as soon as look at you. Least I can do. Might as well save you the trouble they've caused me. That bastard son of mine, Jake, snuck out in the middle of the night to join him. He grabbed my... I don't guess you... You know, you're doing me a big favor.
You're doing me a big favor, right? We have a quest. Do I have to do that to build here? I know there's a way I can just...
Not much.
I can just build.
Something.
I just do the load in to build. It should work. And we're in. Very good. Very good. This is my settlement now. Perfectly normal player character. Don't worry about it. Okay, so let's have a look. How much space do we get to work with here? We have a slightly under the bridge. Can I build on the bridge? What was it? Insert for extra. Select. Oh god, we can select the bridge itself. No. Oh, even the fallen bit. That's a little bit insane. And that goes all the way across to this. We could build up on the bridge. I've got a good idea what I want to do here. No, it's perfectly fine. Normally, it's just it's got a different haircut. Don't worry about it. We can grab that bit, and that's probably going to be the last bit that we can grab. I'm kind of tempted to try and replicate Arafu from Fallout 3 in terms of having the entire settlement up on a bridge. We'd need to work in a way to get up there because all this stuff's technically out of the settlement. But potentially replicating that. Much of this stuff out. We can grab just like... we can just grab all out here. How far out can we grab stuff? We got these destroyed bits. Okay, we can grab all this. That's very generous. How are we doing, Bishop? Everyone's shooting in. Howdy. Yeah, as usual, I'll likely get rid of what is there already. debris pile. I think the first thing is going to be making sure that we can get ourselves up onto the bridge. Because, yeah, I don't think there's any other settlement like that around here. So, they're off the vines, if we can. I wish to not get rid of all the bridge. Put this stuff down here for now, then. So, what's going to be the best way to do this? Rotate this? I feel like how we can just build slightly out. Exactly that. Right, let's move any object that we're going to potentially use just over here for now. We'll just make it look like the bridge isn't completely scrapped, completely destroyed. Before I do that, actually, let me just test. How much higher than the bridge can we build? Okay, we can build plenty high enough, that's fine. Figured I'd check that before I put all the work into getting the bridge accessible to find out I couldn't build on it. Alright, if we rotate this, we're going to need a little bit extra. Alright, let me just test with this. Yeah, I think it's that one that we're going to need. Oh, no. We'll rebuild the bridge. We're going to need... Oh, we need, like, something twice the length of that, really. Can grab that bit. Can we grab this as well? Oh, that's asking too much. Get all these pieces up. See if we can get this to work. Oh, it's not too much of an issue, but... Yeah, that's proper, destroyed. Right, how would this actually look? Let me pop this next to this other piece, so... It's missing... Oh no, it's not missing, it's just... fallen over, okay. Okay, and if we look at the distance away, that's probably going to be about here. Makes sense, just before the water. So, rotate that a little bit. Up that there. We're not gonna have the road go all the way down like Arafu. We're gonna have to put our own little spin on it. Especially with how wonky this is. Is that for all of them, Johnny, or just 4 specifically? Kind of like the idea of having multiple platforms for this. Yeah, that works there. Now we look in here. Don't want to end too much. Yeah, we do kind of need this somewhat attached. There we go. One side's down, one side's dipped up. Like if we match it, then we got that whole section raised, which, I mean, that's not too bad. Over that. Within the, I mean, I think this first bit that we have has got to move a little bit. That angled to match. Well, I guess the easy way to do this would be to rotate fully. Have the collapse bit on this side instead. Maybe we'll bring this bit to here. Oh, I always get to the perfect spot and it starts spinning. Get that there. Oh, again. Again. Howdy, grab. Not mistaken, you've played a Vow, but I haven't seen it for a long time. Yeah, I've taken it off the stream schedule for now. Grab. I kept having technical issues with it. Crashing. It was interrupting my gameplay, so I'm waiting for a while before I go back to it. As whether I do that on stream or not, I don't know. What bug's that, grab? No, I was just having random crashes. And it was less the crash and more I'd lose progress. I don't like how much this bit's just hanging off the edge. Maybe we have to get rid of that bit completely. Also, we've got this random floating thing here. Floating vine. Alabama critical error. No, nothing like that. I'll put a tree there, it's fine. The different periods of time a fatal error appears and the game closes. Yeah, that's what I've been getting. It just kills my want to play it. You've also stopped playing it. It's a shame because I was enjoying it and I probably will go back to play it. I'm going to rush to do so. Right. Gonna have to like really melt this across. Yeah, then we got the destroyed bits down the bottom. That's fine. Let's put those back roughly where they would have been. So yeah, maybe a little bit closer under here actually. Completed Kingdom 2. Nice grab. That's another one I put on the back burner for now. Streamwise grab. This falling off. Let's hit this. Cars back over here. We have an explosive one. We'll change that for a standard one in a moment. So yeah, I'll have a platform that's probably gonna come. I mean, we are massively out of the build area, but it's allowing me to build here, so I'm going for it. Yeah, it's wedged in against that bit. Maybe through that a little bit more than what I'd like. Rotate it. Yeah, there we go. I actually move those other cars. Right, we're going to be rotating this one like this. Have this propped up against. It slid off. Yep, that's fine. Right, let's see how else would they have gone. I don't know what to play. Well, I mean, if you can hold out to the end of the month, the, what is it called? Atomfall is probably going to be the next big game that I play on the stream. That's out near the end of the month. That's on Game Pass as well. I'll have that one there. Have that one there like that. Yeah, it's a very easy fix. We'll just get a tree in there, and that'll be why I can't scrap it, because it's so far out. Let's get that done now before we forget. That's lined up. Make sure it's in the ground. There we go. Cover it up. Right, just got a few of those. I do feel like it needs more support this bit, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. What are these panels? Are these like the side bits? Are they like noise barriers? Or are they signage that would be up above with directions on? This so it's hanging over the edge. Pull. And then just randomly placed in the ground. Oh, we've got one more. This works. There we go. Panel those down there. Right, well, we need some supports for this. So yeah, I think for the fact that this goes down here, our main way up is going to be right at the bottom bit. I guess we can add our own support. Because I don't think there's going to be anywhere else that's suitable to go up. We can move this one bit. I'll leave that as is. So let's throw a save and get the support in. Right, save. Finch. In the build zone to build. This one might just be, again, just a small settlement. Nothing specific. Just a few houses. I mean, we could even try and replicate Arafu in its entirety. An explosive pickup truck. Let me get the cars. Add 2 of them. Right, let's pop that there for now, and then there was just another random one down at the bottom, which I think we've got enough that are down there and crashed. We will have, I think, just another one here. Well, that's on the right way. Also on the right way. I think this is hoping to fall down. This one bit of the pillar here, this bit, is doing all the work. It needs a little extra support. The design is reliable. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I do think that this whole area here, we're going to have to get some additional support in. I think that could work quite well. We could make it part of the way that you get up as well. Bit of a pain because we're quite out of the build area. Columns and beams. Gonna have to go for big fellas, I think. Like, where would we need support? We could get a beam that sits above and below. Yeah, this is going to be the issue with this. Now we're looking. You can barely see it. We're going to need more. We'll break it. We'll then fix it up a little bit, but not enough. And then we'll repair that up. Car as well. Yeah, I do like the car being there. I'm not going to get rid of it. There we go. We're veering off for just a little bit. Don't mind the super mutants. Literally just there. Don't worry about that. Oh. Throw a few of those down. I'm gonna need 400 of them. No, snap the other way, please. I wish for it to snap this way. I guess it's just not going to snap here. Wow. Now it snaps. And snapping off. Jeremy's here. How do you? That doesn't go through the whole way. Yeah, just gonna have to trust that it works. Go over here. That actually works. It's along that side. Double that up again. Double that up again, and then we can go down. We've got a couple more going across. Ah, yes, these 4 wooden beams will hold this entire concrete highway up, yes. worry about it. Turn that off. We got no foggy weather coming in here. Looking. Okay. Snap on. Alright. I want it to go in, but not way. Maybe we don't snap then. Have that fitting out to the edge. And we have snapping off. Right, we need to move this across. Give me them all across just a little bit. Alright, extra support bracket in. These we'll need. And snapping is on. Nice and straightforward for me, please. I'm miles away from that. I want this to just look a little bit off. We get one going up top as well. I think full one's going to be far too much. It's going to go right through. That's fine. Try that height. I guess I can rig it down. Have a look. Only ever so slightly. There we go, can you see it? Go through again. You can get this in. Because the super mutants may be an issue. Right, support brackets on that side done. We'll do the same across each side and then connect them up. Then we can get like a walkway up there. Won't take long, it's just gonna make a lot of these. Get these in. Hope this works. This looks good. What else do we need? Probably one on this corner and then maybe one in the middle. More posts. Yeah, one on this one as well. Boom, boom, boom. Four. And we connect some horizontal ones to these, but I don't need to worry about that just yet. Maybe what? Two apart. We can place those manually, I think. We'll, oh, we have free place horizontals. I did a cross beams a different size. Self-choice here. I figured if I do these ones free place, it'll make it look a little bit more realistic. Although they are snapping. Why'd this one not snap? Weird. I'm snapping off. In we go. What are we thinking? I reckon that's yeah, that's gonna be enough support for it. Let's get snapping back in properly for this one. There we go. It makes it a little bit more believable straight away. That goes to about there. Add that in like that. Poking out a little bit too much though. So can I just move this straight across? Yes, I can. Then we'll get that. Add that in there as a connection. Weird little thing, so we'll just move it 1 pixel. That back on, please. Right, they won't line up because they're off. So if we place those ones, we manually. I think that's fine. Maybe one more here, actually. Parrot's here. Howdy, parrot. That one snapped fine. This one's far off. That's because we're using a different thing. Back crossbeam. Oops. Nope. Might be why that other one didn't snap. Right, we can get some other stuff in for that, but I think that's fine for the supports that are new. Let's work up this this platform we're going to be using to get up here. I'd be kind of tempted to come in from the side where the cars are. So let's move this car after all that effort to put it in there. We'll have it on the bridge. There we go, pop it in there, wedge near the side. Right, let's get this platform in. I'm just going to completely change the dynamic. I don't know how much they're going to find the way up to this, but we'll give it another thing. Wow, can you see on the... I wonder how much that's been going on. See where the red is with the underlay for my when the game crashes. Let's get that fixed up. That's been going for the whole time. This works. Okay, so we're gonna need a fairly rigid double layer of platforms here. Thought it was fun. No, it's in OBS. It's on the window under this one, so that when the game crashes, that comes up straight away. Note the phrasing of when and not if. But for whatever reason, there's like a slight opacity thing with some of the elements. Don't want that button out too much. Miles away. Oh. Most frustrating thing about this is having to go back into the build zone to get the pieces that we need. I have a raised bit up there and a raised bit down there as well. See if this size is big enough. That is pretty much perfect. That said, let me head over a little bit. So we want right to about there. Maybe yeah, maybe over. All right, we can bring that down. Up there. That down. Cross. Bring it down. Raise that so it's just above that bit. There we go. Argonauts here as well. Howdy. Loading the staircase up this is going to be interesting. Go for the smaller one first for this, see if we can get it to work. Like snapping off. I clip through these bits. I guess we don't necessarily need that, we can just keep to this one piece. Probably for the best. Have that there though. I was asleep listening to my Skyrim spell sword adventures. Until I realised you needed to not fill 6 soul gems, but instead needed them empty. Yes. Cross. Alright, well, I mean... Like I said, I'm probably going to try and integrate some of the staircase sort of thing into the support. So... Cross here, down a little bit. And then probably around the outside. It happens to me quite a lot, chugging on. I don't know if I can do the whole thing out of this. Third one, let's rotate it around so it looks a little different. That's the law. Really? Oh, time to break the law. We need that one to go down actually, thinking about the rebar posts poking out of here. In fact, we might need to do that one further back as well, so let's take snapping off. Take snapping off. Get it like one out. And let's go straight down from that point. Angled jack bridge. On straight. Down across this way a little bit. The closer we can have it to either the stone pillar or the wooden pillars, the better. Supports are going to look a little bit more realistic. Two of those. We're going to be able to walk into that. Oh, this gets in the way. It's in the route. Now that looks in there. Looks... Now so much higher. Angle, please. To be that high. Alright, put this up. Yeah, we'll cover that up with supports. We'll have that there. Very good. Jenny's here. Howdy. Little stair bit onto that, and that should be fine. Okay, well, I was going to try and go down this bit, but this rebar stuff's in the way. So I need that there. But I want the support to, like, land on these bits. So we have that as the sort of marker for how high this needs to be. I'll line up about there. Which, I mean, I guess we could move this back. This more actually snap back in. And then there we go, we've got it running along the edge like I said. Go. Go, looks like it's nailed into it. Okay, so we'll run straight to the edge, a little bit poking out. Then we'll start going down. Corner going down. Roughly guesstimating how many pieces we're going to need. I'll just make 4 of each type. We'll see how we go. Alright, this is way too far out. About there. And then for that to line up about there. And then finally out. Right. Not gonna be enough to go down. We'll get brackets obviously in afterwards. Go for the steep angle. Look with that one. Got a little bit of a weird angle. So try and match it. Get that around just a little bit. Beautiful. Maybe it comes out a little bit further than what I'd like. across a little bit. There we go. There we go. Same again, we'll just adjust it. Going up into nowhere. And then probably have it loop around. So down, across, down. Down, across. Go for the smaller incline here. Mainly because we have more of those. Right, we'll need support beams in to go alongside these. Let's get rid of this. Throw a save, because that's going to be painful to recreate. We'll go for the fin support beams, because we've got thick ones for the other bits. Ones and beams. These fellas. We're gonna need a metric ton of these. Right, let's go with that for now. Making a giant prison. Get the snappable ones in first, and then we'll look at the non-snappable points, like along the ramps. Off. Gonna have to do 4 onto that as well. We're gonna have a few of these. On the internal bit as well. I can get this to snap where I want it to snap. There we go. Will then make the other snapping even easier. He saves. And snapping off, very good. All 4 for that bit. I need to do the same for this bit. And then a few as we go dot along here, which could potentially go alongside this post rather than going all the way down. We can also have more of the hanging supports like what we did in Hangman Alley. The lower bits make sense to go from the bottom. These bits probably more sense to go from the top. So as well snap from any point above them. If we make it look like a little bit of a suspension bridge. Need to short the post and rotate it in. If I rotate the large one. Yeah, I think if we do that with the shorter ones. With the 1-to-8s. If this works. Of course, the 1-to-8 is too small. Let's try the 198. Well, the 198 is too big. And then what I'll do is I'll place a beam along the top. It's going to be very structurally sound. There's no like string option or rope. Right, let's get all the bottom bits put in first so we can spread them out evenly. In fact, can we snap any horizontals here? Maybe an easy way to do this. Snapping on. And that right button. Out, out. Right, we need to rotate that way. Try that. Go. Oki's here. Howdy, Oki. Go. That'll give us a nice even space between them. Going in a little bit more. Yeah, I need this to be a little bit further out so we can actually walk under here. This rebar might be a little bit of an issue, but we can walk under it fine, so I So, hey. Oh, we're too far up. Is... Go. We are at Finch Farm, Turkey, near where the forged are. I have repaired up the bridge above a little bit. We're making a little walkway up so we can get up to it. I'm going to try and build a little bit of the settlement up there. Is the plan. But a little bit of this is actually outside of the build area, so I'm having to go back in every time. There we go. I might actually do that around... You know how like all the planks just out here? That tidies it up a little bit. Maybe not on all the bits, but quite well with that. Alright, we could probably get just one of these long ones across this bit. I need to put this in manually. Right, we'll do that with a smaller piece then. For a hot cup and nice turkey. I guess that's technically not touching, but it's fine. On. Snap to that. Angle's correct. Shame that one goes all the way. The way that we can fix that. If I could just bring it down. Yeah, that works for me. Have it spotted in. That's spotted there. Right, I gotta test this before we go too much further. And rub onto the bridge. Beautiful. Very good. Let's get the rest of these supports in. Go slow then. Okay, so we got that bit hanging. We need to do a little bit more. Just on these last edges here. Probably... Yeah, probably up to this bit. And then the rest can all just be lower. So if we do the same thing again for the spacing... I'll have to do manually. Yeah, sounds about right. Just some houses up there, okay? I don't know if you're familiar with Arafu from Fallout 3, but that's sort of the benchmark I'm going for. Yeah, we're gonna need that bottom one as well, just to tie this in. I'll leave that there as well. I don't see the harm of having extra support in. You know the place I'm talking about, Ergy? You played free, right? It's basically a little settlement that's upon a destroyed highway bridge like this. Kind of dumb, but kind of like it because it's dumb. You know what? Sticking those on the edge of that is, I might have to do that in some of my other settlements. Sumbul is here. Howdy, Sumbul. I have to replicate that elsewhere. It's attached to this. Technically, we need to prove this one a little bit out. That way. As long as the beams are next to each other, that's fine. Posts for those are fine. Better is it snaps. All we need to do is, you know, that's going to make it infinitely easier. So, snap it. We bring it up a little more. Means this should also snap. Maybe. We bring that up a little more. And if we really wanted to, we could have additional supports to that. Family thing ready for work. Nice humble. Finch Farm. Just slightly outside of Finch Farm. Lightly oop. That place where you get the vampire quest. Yeah, that's the place, Oki. We can see what we're doing. Raise that up by 10 apiece. I'm gonna have to put like an Easter egg or two here. You've not lost your memory yet. I haven't lost my memory, okay? But I retain useless information and forget important stuff. You should build over and under the bridge. Yeah, I want to utilize the whole space. So we'll have this as like, this is the main way up, but I do want to have like a little stairway that goes up and then it goes down to like almost hanging buildings. You've got that too. It is a curse. Right, just need the long. I have a bad about building in this area. We've got a giant shadow because of the bridge. Can I actually remove these points instead? I don't know if I'll do that on all of them. Yeah, and I think the other ones will keep there. These we will pop in right to the edge though. Outer ones. In fact, we do need one more. Three more. Three more actually, because we're missing one there as well. Can't leave a little gap like that. Right, we need a few more hanging bits in this lower area. I think platform-wise up for now, I'll probably leave that there. It needs a little bit more work, but I want to get started on the actual bridge now. I'm doing that for a better part of an hour. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make it like a one-to-one for Arafu. I don't think we can for the sort of space that we got here, but I'll have a similar layout. More people build hanging settlements for safety reasons. I mean, we're off the ground floor, so we're instantly going to be away from rad scorpions, so sold. That's all you needed to say. necessarily need planks all the way up. Just enough so that we can actually get up. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Put that down a couple. Add up a couple. Because yeah, it won't be really until we get into the flat bit where we build the house. Right, I'm in the build zone now. Oh, that's so much better. So much better. Open our angle, please. Not showing through the bottom, which I don't think it's going to. But you won't be able to see that. So you can walk straight onto it. A better way to do this. Let's pop that there. And probably just a little stair piece, this one. Probably just replicate that. Look in. There. Move that out all the way across, but, you know, with that having a massive gap. Figured out there's a better way to do it. Other bits we could probably do floorboards. Base snap. Base snap? Yeah, just move the whole bridge. It's fine. Use with that. Well, one of the... Oh my god, I think we actually have a use for these pieces for a change. My god, we found a use for them. be raised slightly. Go into that. You can cover that up with some garbage. To be fair, that might be overkill. Let's get rid of these. We just made this little bit of a ramp here. That's all you need. You got one way over. You won't be making more necessary. What the lifetime of any maintenance is for a structure like that. Been a nuclear blast since over 200 years old. I mean, even without the nuclear blast power, probably a lot less than what you'd think. The whole issue with stuff like this would be water collecting in gaps and then freezing and expanding. Right, so yeah, past this point, everything's great to build on. All flat. I'm actually inclined to make this because that's going to be space. Yeah. So we rotate to the correct-ish angle. But it's like it's hit the barrier. There are structures that are hundreds of years old all around the world. There are structures that are thousands of years old, Zomble, as well. The difference is stuff like this highway. It's made from like cheap concrete and stuff like that. May as well put this stuff back in. Not the first time I asked. Asked what? Alright, so currently we have 3 people here in 4 beds. And I would assume that's because the old son has gone to join the forge. So there's 4 people here to start with. I do think I am going to a lesser degree, try and replicate Arafu in terms of there being it's like a metal shack per person, and just have several of those. I think they're dotted on the edge, so what I'll probably do, considering our biggest hindrance to that is these barriers in the middle I can't move, is we have 4 lanes, 2 on each side. So on the outer bit we'll have houses, one there, one on here, and then the middle 2 will be for pathways. Right, just looking at that, we have a gap here, so we'll utilize that, but then it goes all the way to the edge, so probably have to walk around this bit. Yeah, we can't get rid of this because it's just a whole thing. Could have a nice shooting range. I mean, to be fair, if you look on the other side, someone's actually building up over this side. I mean, shooting range, you just need to come over to this bit here. Take some shots at the super mutants over here. Alright, let's head over to CVC and the prefabs. Like I said, I'm just going to go for some of the more pre-made shacks that are available. As long as they don't look like they're, you know, not from here. Like, that's fine, but it's meant to be built. I guess if we sink that bit, let's have a look. Let's pop that down. How's that look? Do we have much going through the floor? None or very little. Now, the only issue with that, though, I was able to walk into it fine, is we need to be very precise. Okay, we're smoking. Version. Oh, can we not have signs like that? Like, put a board on to cover that up. Only issue with having it right to the edge is we've got that weird little bit of grass. Can't have it right to the edge then. I guess that's fine. We can get some garbage down there. Get rid of that. We can find something better. And if I can't, I'll just have to build them. These all got legs. They've all got legs. Now wooden bridge, it's over 150. I mean, if we're talking in-game as well, you have there's multiple wooden bridges. I don't want up near Sanctuary. It's not looking too hot, but we may have to build these from scratch. Or at the very least, use some of these. Have meshed vanilla pot snap everywhere. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do these and then put the walls on ourselves. It'll be primarily, I think, metal walls they're made from. And I'm going to put it so that there's no wood base. They just sit underneath like that. And it's upon doing this where you realize just how sort of out of scale a lot of the buildings are in Fallout. These go on here nicely. They do. Okay, well, I mean, different roof pieces. We've got one that covers 3. Covers 2. That covers 1. Covers all of them. There it is. That was painful. Okay, so I need one that covers 2, but either side, I guess there's not one that covers that style, so we're gonna have to go that. And just have the plots here like a 1x2, 2x1. Right, let's test to see. Can I walk under this? We've got plenty of room. Okay, so it'll be a series of these. Let's see what it looks like with the walls on. PVC building, prefab wood. So we know. Oh. Warning stuff as well. Way middle. Always the side. Okay, we'll just do a nice mix. Would we want ones with windows? Would they really want that? Or part with barbed wire? I mean, I feel like that would let in a little too much. Can we double these up? Or could I say... do that like that? Then also place... maybe just on the one bit. We'll also put a little addition to the roof. I don't know where they go. Yeah, I don't really need to put any of those on, that's fine. Stuff's fine. No, what I mean is, I pieced up well. Yeah, the roof's a little too flat, so we'll go back over to the standard stuff. I don't necessarily want it to snap. Okay, goes here, howdy. Give it the illusion of being bigger. And here I was thinking it was going to snap nicely for me. Yeah, just the illusion of being a little bit, you know, more roomy. Like, there's not a huge amount of space, like, it's going to be pretty much a bed and table, but we are indeed having hanging huts under the bridge as well. Oh, over by Finch Farm, Pickle. We spent the better part of the start of the stream getting the platform to get up here built up over here where the bridge is collapsed, which we've in turn fixed up ourselves. A little bit more work over there. think what I'm going to do is we got this bit going over here. I'm going to sort of block off this bit down here, probably with the backs of houses. Or a guard post thing. People come over this side first. I think, what's the fella's name? From Arafu. Who meets you on the bridge, the old fella. Have someone like that. And if we're looking for hanging huts, I know I said I'd have the little step going up and over. We have a few points where the bridge is broken, where this is going to make for a natural point to go down. So we have what? One that side, one this side, and then one back over this side as well. So we've got 3 points where we can go down. We'll use those. Those will be the points where we go down. This floor good. In fact, before we do anything else, throw save. Throw a save. I think the vine may be part of the highway. I'm more than happy to keep them. Let's use some more met here. Floor sheets. Match things in. Try and do a mix of metal and wood here. Where possible. We got any bigger sheets? No, I don't believe there's an undo. If you make a mistake, you gotta live with it. So I'd probably save a little bit more frequently than what I have been doing. We're just covering the holes here, really. Get them floorboards in. It doesn't matter if there's little holes, as long as you can't actually fall through them. Yeah, I've done stuff like that in the past, Pickle, where I will have built for, like, I don't know, an hour or so, and then I end up deleting something that I can't get back. Why I'll, like I said, I should probably save a little bit more than I have been doing, but if I'm deleting things, I'm just extra cautious. Okay, fine. Placement. Yeah, there's hatched in, probably 1 or 2 in the middle. In fact, we might even be able to go as far as to some of these in. Those under and above. Oh, we got the fact that might actually work. Up it. There. There we go, just a load of coverings for the holes. We'll leave it a little bit. Can't fall down that. That's fine. I guess we'll have to do a little prep work for the hanging areas. Like a trap. I'm alright with that. So raiders out. The triple. Cover this up enough. Like the boards over here, that correct. There we go, that's that bit patched. The rest will be bridge work, so we'll do that as and when we can. This probably needs a little bit. Just to be fair, probably just a sequence of these. So if we go in the mindset that, again, the 2 lanes, these snap. Oh, if these snap, that'd be fantastic. They snap. At least some of them snap anyway. Little gaps. Going at the occasional one like this. A little bit one of these. And you actually snap. Bring that down. I don't know why that one's so much higher. Custom one in. Put that all away. And very carefully get some of these on here. So, down one. Too much. I can make a toilet so everything drops straight into the river. Where do you think we're getting the drinking water from, Parrot? Also, that's the ocean, my good dude. Now, what we need for that, Parrot, is there's a whole section that was specifically made for that. It's these. So you make a little toilet, and then you get a sequence of these going down. A view would be great. Just think about the nice sea breeze. Guess I need to do the whole thing really, because the stairs will go over to the edge. Y'all gonna snap. At the very end one can be a little bit more rigid. Gonna snap this way as well. It is. It does. Right, I can patch the whole thing with these. I'm not going to, like. So what we did before, you get the occasional one. Let's do that, but smaller piece and across the brown ones. Little patch job. How does the NPC's pathing deal with all my buildings and towns? I'll let you know when I find out. I'm just going on the understanding that it's just all going to work and it's going to be fine. It will leave those vines there. And in fact, we should take a lot of these down. They're kind of in areas where you wouldn't really get to them. They don't. No, it all just works. It's all fine. You just got to use your imagination. These 4 boards are great for this. I guess we'll start prepping for the first under area as well. I don't think I'm going to get the stairs platform down to this and how it's going to be supported. We're going to need beams that come out. Because I think this is too high to support all the way to the ground. Exactly that. The first thing that we need to do is it's pretty much going to be the height of a building down here. And we could build up into this a little bit. We've got the beams that poke through. I'll probably have it so that the beams are the top point. Maybe even base of the bridge being a top point, looking at the fact that these arch. Get out of here, Sombo. What are you talking about? Back. It was wooden. There we go. I'll just have to get a little extra support stuff in there. It's fine. It's fine. I'll figure it out. You can read. Somble, I can read. I just choose not to. Before I do that, we need stairway thing sorted. I mean, it's unfortunately going to be these again. Use that open side as a way to get into the bridge. Somble, what do you think I'm doing? Somble, please. Don't know if that goes a little too far out for me. Somble, please. Get that there. We got tons of custom stuff, Jenny. Several different mods, which means I struggle to find some of the assets. How are we going to support this? Beams underneath, maybe? How did we build it? How did we build it? No, I think if we're going to do this, we're going to have to come out a little bit and then go sort of down like that. Because then the supports might actually make a little bit more sense. Don't read the mod. Why would I read the mod? You just gotta hit the install button. Orientation Buttons seem a little ski whiff. I put it the other way so it looks different. Oh god, the support brackets to this are going to be insane. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it from that, because like we're going to have to go all the way down and then go back up again. Not too long ago, okay, but thank you very much. It has the floor and stairs, and we have something like it, but a bit smaller. The floor and stairs. Are we talking about? Find it. This one. Yeah, it's just that one. If you're talking about this one, I mean, like, I could essentially, if it will snap, have the stairwell going like this. But I'll be honest, I think it looks terrible. It couldn't scream more. I've just slapped down some of the vanilla assets. It's got to look good. It's got to look believable. You know, like over here, we built our own little raised platform. It took 10 times as long. In the floor part. I'll check that in a second. Whereas here, we could have just whacked, like, one of these. I can't even place them down. One of those there, one of those there, and then one of those there. And slap 3 things down, job's done. But, like, people do builds like that. So it would look essentially like that. This ever snaps. And some people will look at that and go, yeah, job's done. It's just, you know, supported by our will. Did that cleared the weather. Make a building that hangs a bit onto the side and build the ladder from it. It's mainly the supports that I'm concerned about. Check floor, actually. Oh, I know which one you mean. You're talking about this piece, right? Maybe use skeleton and built stairs and add your own bits on it. Support structures. It's a shame that there's so much of this rebar stuff in between here. If this was more of a gap, then it'd work a little better. I guess you can technically go through it, but... Right, let's get to work with some of the support stuff then. I'm determined to make it work. See it more as a challenge. And we'll go for the smaller ones. There we go. I'll make my own supports. These never snap at a 90-degree angle. What's a fella got to do to get it to snap? Yeah, place everywhere is on, Jenny. What do you mean wire elevators, Skull? What do you mean? Tumble. I got some music running in the background. Let me just change that up a little bit. There we go. You're talking about the preset elevators? The ones that are on Vanilla Bridge. The wire elevator? I don't know which one you're talking about. Oh, I know which ones you mean. There's some stuff like that in Warehouse Extended. The catwalk stuff, where they have the hanging down things. Let's get rid of those two big bits because they're going to be in the way. You know what would be really good here? Ladders. The window cleaners, cradles. Yeah, an elevator like that would probably work. Let's go for raise and original lift. Do we have that option? I don't think we do, you know. Unless I've just missed an asset all the time. Nice, Oki. Nice, Oki. You know the bridge going for a quest, McCready. We don't have that as a build option though, right, do we? Like, the only elevators that we have are these ones, and I don't like them all that much. Because we could just slap an elevator here and call it a day. Like, we could just do that and call it a day and have that go down. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but I prefer not to. Probably need a mod for it. Yeah, I didn't think it was... I mean, it's in the vanilla game, but I don't know if it's in the vanilla build options. It's in the mod or should be in assets. Do we know which mod? And or which option it's in? We're trying to figure out how we do this. I won't find it in vanilla build. Right. I mean, realistically, the elevator is the best option for this, for what we're looking to do, because it goes straight down. Won't allow us to go all the way out. Maybe we do have a little bit going over the screen, but you know. Come up and over. Go down a bit. I just don't want to have to go down and then down again underneath this. Let me just measure up a couple of things here. Working on this one for a while, I think. So it'd probably need to be like 3 ramps down so we don't hit our head. Now the question is, can we support those? I guess we could. Let me try and do it with a stairwell. I know we've got a couple of custom stairs. Yeah, footings go. Want that, but a little over to the side. See how this looks. Far over. I hate the double step, but it's fine. Because if we do that, we won't need this all the way out unless we double the steps up. And a square panel, and then have it go in this way. Then from that square panel, we can have a raised platform. Right, let me trial that. We got a little square piece. Is that gonna be enough? I'm gonna be putting railings on ensemble. Wow. That's not gonna be enough to get around. We're gonna have to like crouch to get into that. We need one more. Or move it actually across to this side instead. Yep. Means we're gonna be able to get down to that. It's a little floaty out. As long as the supports look good when we get it in. Oh, that's probably about where it needs to be then. Wow. Snap it on. I really not connect. Because I can make these look like hanging bridges. I wish there was an option for this without the railing. Let me have that. Right, let me just throw a couple of placeholder ones in here. Just to see. That's about the perfect height. And then we can get the buildings in between. Right, let's throw a save. Right, before we do any building down here, we're going to make sure all the supports are on this bit so it looks good. Because at the minute, we got a little floaty wooden platform hanging out here. The supports. Snapping on. Find my own way to snap it. Why is that one at an angle? I guess that one snaps at an angle for some reason. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just a haircut. Just a haircut. That should be enough space to walk between. No, I don't want to move the whole bridge. All that way. Maybe for the top one. Right, I want this down and pretty much between the railings would be fantastic. So let's move this down manually. And then we can retag things. And we shimmy this across. Going back. There we go. Later, Stumble. Good time at work. You know, that's a thing. Oh my god, we got it. Snap. Double up on this if we can. Extra support. Please. This is in manually. Probably more. Probably bracket that hits the under of the bridge as well. It needs to look essentially like the platform here is supported by the bracket that goes across here. Floating platform. You snapping at any point to this? That way. Right, I want that, but I want it visually to be a little lower. There we go. So it's like resting on this bit, if you get what I mean. Move that so it's matching. That bit. Yeah, we'll have it matching as well. This cross bit could look pretty good. Should we alternate? Is that gonna work? Nope. Because we're not gonna be able to walk down this bit. So we need to not have those bits in. And have one this way. We'll have that there as well. That's just for support. You want one that side though. Just find out the easier way to do that. We'll walk down to that. Walk down to that. There we go. Supports around that bit. That'll stop them running off anyway, but we'll get more in. Take snapping off. Quite like that angle that we did on the other one. And get it to the correct height. None of this is going to show into that. Right, then these connection points. Snapping back on. Smallest version of these. And then it's like locked in. And just a couple of these on the top, and then I think job's done for the support. That should fit the whole way. There, we're gonna have to touch snap it off. Right, snapping back on. What do I want to snap to? Spread these out evenly. I may just start a little wonky. These ones in the middle are kind of floating though. Yeah. Or these into snap. Right, that might be over-engineered. But I think maybe with an extra bracket or two in there, fine. Don't worry about that build limit. Snapping off of these. It's going to be nice and not let me get any of these in. This is the smallest one as well. No, that's fine. It was more of a bonus. Guess we should probably actually give this bit of floor as well. I think a mix of these works quite well. If we get those in and then also place these on as well. Snapping off. Don't have any of that flickering. I guess we'll need to do extra supports for this bit as well, but I'm not doing that today. No. Done a load of support stuff today. But yeah, in the same way that we supported this, we'll do the same with this platform here. So this I probably will have. Where are we looking? Some of these. And then have them bracketed in underneath the bridge. Pop those in there. Sorry, I remember to do that later on. Yeah, and have them connected up to this bit under here. Thanks for a save. Right, well, considering we were puzzled to begin with that, I think that's probably the best solution that we can get to. Again, the stairs are floaty in the same way that we have, or are going to even put the beams up here so the stairs are suspended. We'll do the same over here. Rather than wood beams for a lot of this, I am very much tempted to this over here. suspension catwalk floor stuff. Place one of those in. Is that the perfect size? I'll do the same with the little column beams at the edge of those. I'm gonna say that's a no on the perfect size for those. Was that the taller of the two? It was, right. Well, let's take those out. And they're exceptions. So we have small or large. There's no medium. We have... okay, there is a medium. The medium is large. We have small, medium, and then large. And the medium is too big. So I'll do a mix of the both of them then. We'll have the suspension stuff. And then alongside that, we'll probably also have posts. So we'll get this in very roughly. The fin posts. Oh wow, we really don't need the tall ones. We're actually a lot closer to the bridge than what I thought we were. But I'll essentially have these attached to the posts. Pretty much like that. And then we've got some real suspension stuff going with that. Do need that connected. That's massively through the bridge. So if we do that and then pull this dune. Hooks through the ceiling. Anytime today. Or to go up a little bit. All we need to do then is shift it 1 pixel, not enough that will be noticeable. But we're not going for the floor. Do that on the other side as well. And then, yeah, I mean, we'll use this as a basis. Now that we've figured out that the other floor bit snaps to it as well, we can also use that and it will mix quite nicely. And we will probably go to that end and suspend. And then, yes, we'll get a little walkway going across. We'll fit some houses in between that. How far would we? Would we walkway all around the edge or houses at the edge with the walkway in between? Probably walkway at the edge. And if that's as far out as we're going to go, because I'm going to keep the walkway, I think, underneath. That would be over. Which then leaves us with, what? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 6 1-tile squares to work with. So if we're going to be sticking with a whole 1x2 houses, that works quite well. As long as we've got little suspension things in there, we'll be fine. Aqua Fitness is a little floaty, but yeah, it's fine. Let me just put the roof out the perimeter to where we're going to be going with this. Bearing in mind that we are going to have potentially a couple of ways down to this. Though saying that, what do we got? We got one more here. Maybe another way down at this side as well. That was a big enough pain that, I don't know. Surely the one way down is suitable enough. But yeah, if we really wanted to, and I don't know if we will, we could essentially go all the way. Probably to about there. Maybe even one more. I'm just going to spam all these in. So yeah, there's all the potential buildings, and then again, down the other way. Very horizontal settlement. Plus, we have the ground level to work on as well, which will probably be more props. We do have this whole half outside of the build, and I guess technically that's where the bridge starts to rotate down, so maybe we won't go all the way there and we'll just have it to here. So no. Well, with that in mind, then we'll go on the inside of the pillar, because we can get some support stuff to that as well. Connect all this up. Okay, maybe a second stairwell is not a bad idea. One on that side, one on this side. That breaks them up to be about the same area. So that's going to roughly come to here. If we go directly underneath. I wish we could just copy and paste. It breaks this lower area into 3 quadrants. And I guess, thinking about how we've gone to the inside of that, maybe we do that over here as well. It's like we need space, but I don't know if we need that much space. We'll leave it there as an option. We also have the option to double up like this. Load in the middle anyway. And then, yeah, what we'll do is... because this is at the edge and it's going to have to look floating again. We'll have the suspension... what are suspension cable floor things on the internal bits. The external will have posts. As to whether it's this one exactly, I don't know, but... we'll like that all the way along. Maybe have it go a little taller as well. Alongside wooden flooring as well. I think we'll also have like grating an option. Metal roofs is probably not there. I think it's going to be in concrete. Yeah, see-through paneling like this. Not for all of it, just for a little bit of it. We'll get that in there like that. So let's get all these. There we go. Alright, let's have a zip zoom round at what we've got done today. So we haven't even touched the vanilla stuff that's here yet, really. We'll need to get rid of all of that. Primarily focused on the bridge. Took out some of the broken components over here, and we've patched it up so it looks like it's in the process of collapsing. We've got the start to the stairwell up to that, and that's going to be one of the main ways up to this. We've got one template of one of the shacks done up here that we're going to be working with. Support for this. Got the rough paneling in as to where the walkway is going to be. There'll be a lot of support and that sort of stuff needed. We'll then need to get the buildings on the internal areas. We've got supports going all the way around. I think it's going to be for a somewhat unique looking settlement. We'll then have to go through all the, you know, all the markers at the top, the food, the water, the power, and all that sort of stuff, which we can get in. I'm thinking, considering we're up on a bridge, it's going to be a lot of wind turbines. Food-wise, we'll probably have stuff down below. Have stuff on the bridge as well if we want to just... We could just not use the ground underneath at all. Maybe a little bit near the entrance area, though haven't had that built all the way out. Maybe not. But we'll have to figure that out next time, because we are indeed out of time for today. So as usual, if you have enjoyed, do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Do check those links down in the video description as always. That said and done, I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.